We will now look at BTR and birth time adjustment methods in Lokpa software. So you have the chart open, and this is the chart of your ruling planet. And in order to do birth time application, you need to have the birth chart open. So let us take our test birth chart. So here I'm clicking my test birth chart. So the test birth chart open, which we created for the example tutorial video. So you will have to go to the BTR, which is given on the menu tab. You click on the BTR and you have three types of BTR adjustments to be made. The first one is edit birth date and time, which is the most simple form of birth time and date of birth adjustment. It sometimes happens that the client comes and tells you that I have made a mistake. My date of birth is not 6th April 1972. It is 7th April 1972, or he may say it is 6th May 1972, or he may say it is 6th April 1974. So all you can do is you can click on the date and it opens the calendar. So you can change the month, you can change the year, or if you change it, if you hit on the first single arrow, it changes the month. If you hit on the second double arrow, it changes the year. Okay, so you can make these adjustments. If you click over here, it will change the time, that is the hour. The second one will change the minute, and the third one will change the seconds. Okay, and if you click on OK, the time will change, or as we will do now, we will click cancel. The second one is the cuspal adjustment. Over here, the cusp can be chosen because many years ago, I wrote an article, the malpractice of changing the sublord. And there was a huge hue and cry. Why I wrote that article? Many of my friends overnight became my enemies, because there is a certain malpractice among some section of KP astrologers who will abruptly change the sublord of the birth chart. Like for example, let's say somebody is analyzing the marriage, and let's say the 7th sublord is Venus, and in the ruling planet they see that there is no Venus in the ruling planet. By the way, I did not show you this. You must see this. You can switch on and switch off the sublord and subsublord. Okay, so in the ruling planet, and ruling planet is casting time ruling planet and real time ruling planet. So real time ruling planet changes every 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, and that I will show you in general settings. I will be showing you ruling planet. Okay, so ruling planet real time update interval is 1 minute, 5, 10, 15 minute intervals. It can change. So real time and casting time, you have two types of ruling planet. So you can switch off the sublord column and subsublord column. So let's say in the ruling planet there is no Venus. Okay, the 6 ruling planets, although I don't use 6 ruling planets, I only use 4 basic ruling planet, that is the ascendant sign lord, the moon star lord, moon sign lord, and then the Rahu Ketu aspecting. You can also switch on, switch off these. Okay, so there is a lot of flexibility in Lokpa software. Okay, the software does not force you to do anything. You are free. You are a free astrologer. Okay, you are not forced by the developer. You are not forced by the designer. Okay, so you are a free man. Okay, anyway, now if you want to change that, okay, I don't think Venus is the sublord because the moon star lord is Jupiter. So you want to change the seventh cuspal sublord from Venus to Jupiter. Now if you change it, immediately not only the 7th cuspal sublord becomes Jupiter, according to the correct principle of Placidus house division, because Jupiter is getting changed, because Venus is getting changed into Jupiter, all other sublords must change And according to the mathematical principle of Placidus house division, everything else has to change. Otherwise, it's not astrology, it is something else. It is foolishness. I wrote that article way back in 2000, I think in 2008 or 9, in one online magazine, and overnight all my friends became my enemies. Why did I write that article? But I have to write the truth. Truth prevails. Okay? Truth prevails. Anyway, so if you do this kind of a change, the default sub-sublord will start with the first sublord. So you are free also to change the sub-sublord. And as you can see, the time has changed. Okay, the original time was different. Now the change time has also changed. So I'm not clicking OK, I'm clicking cancel. Again, it comes back to 1830 hours. So this is one way of changing your cuspal adjustment. Then comes birth time rectification. So you have to accept the disclaimer. Once you accept the disclaimer, you have 3 different ways of verifying birth time, the gender of the person. But this is a very old gender type rectification. This is not what you find in other commercial softwares. It's a very different gender type of rectification which has been used. And for the gender rectification, you have to choose whether you want the day lord to be from sunrise or international system. You have the typical ruling planet based system and my rule of origin. So let me quickly show you my rule of origin method. So we have taken 1830 as an example. First thing to do is verify. And Lokpa will tell you with artificial intelligence whether birth time is correct or not. It says birth time is incorrect. So if this message is shown birth time is incorrect, Lokpa will automatically show you the rectify button and you will click rectify and it says rectified birth time is 18:26:59 seconds. So you have the choice to cancel or update the chart and update and save the chart. Okay. So for this video, I'm just clicking cancel. Okay. So I'm clicking cancel. So that's the way how you do the BTR for a chart. Now I want to show you also one more thing, significators. I have already shown you that you can switch on conjunction, switch off conjunction, aspecting, aspected, the cuspal star lord, cuspal sign lord, and up to cuspal star lord. So now I want to show you significators. So the first significator table is the typical fourfold significator table. So ABCD table. But with ABCD, you also have the cuspal sublord column, okay, for the planets as well as for the 12 houses. You can switch on the aspected column. So you can see Mars is aspected by Rahu, aspecting, Mars is aspecting Moon, Jupiter, 3rd house, 4th house, and the empty 12th house, and conjunction. So Venus and Saturn are conjoined. Yes, Venus and Saturn are conjoined here. Okay, so the typical fourfold significator column, same here with the houses. You can switch on, switch off these columns. Simply you go on top and do the normal click. So normal click, switch on, switch off. Now you keep your mouse on the table, do the right click, and you are going to go to change table and you will find other kinds of table option. Okay, so let us look at J.C. Luthra, who gave the who was a direct student of K.S. Krishnamurti, but he gave a different style of display. So this is the J.C. Luthra display style. So it's just a similar way of doing KP astrology, but what he did was he gave a different style of display. So sun is, as we can see, sun is occupied in 7th bhava, owner of the empty house 12th bhava. Sun is in star of retrograde Mercury. Mercury is occupied in 6th, owner of the empty 1st bhava, and it is the owner of the occupied 10th bhava. Okay. So as you can see, Ketu is occupied in the 10th bhava. Now there is another very good thing. If you keep your mouse on Rahu, you will be able to see Rahu's sign lord is Saturn. Okay. And if there was any planet conjoined with Rahu, aspecting Rahu, all those are also going to be displayed. Okay. In this example, there is no such thing, so it's not getting displayed. But every time you keep your mouse on Rahu and Ketu, you are going to see the display. Okay, so this is the JC Luthra style of display, and I have specifically created house frequency graph. So it will tell you which house has been most frequently hit by the planet. It has a very different meaning. So as we can see in this particular chart, 8th house has been most frequently hit by planets. 14 times it has been hit by planets. Okay, so it's the highly frequented house. Okay, so this is JC Luthra style. So again, I'm right clicking and now changing the table to 6-fold significators. It was given in 1966, 2-volume reader by K.S. Krishnamurti ji. So this is the 6-fold significator table. And those of you who want to read, you will have to collect the 1966 reader. Then comes the famous 4-step theory display. And 4-step theory is invented by Sri Sunil Gondhalekar ji of Maharashtra. And this is the display. And as you can see, you have the option to see planet in self star. So you can switch on, switch off. So there is no planet in self star. So there is nothing which is getting switched off. But in your whenever you are going to create chart, if you switch on, switch off, you are going to see something going on and off in these places. And notation, we have also once again shown the notation over here, because it may not always be easy for you to always switch see this place. So we have tried to make Lokpa software very user friendly for you. So this is the 4-step theory display. So the first step is Ketu, and Ketu is in 10th, and the Kaspal sublord of 1 and 3. So 1 is empty house, and 3 and planet in self star, and all these things have been shown. Like planet Sun, it is nil according to the principle of 4-step theory. So everything is given over here. So if you want to go back to the basic page, you can see over here. And then comes Western aspect. Okay, so Western aspect, this aspect table, as you can see, there are some numbers, 72, 162. These are called as special KP aspect. Basically, these are special KP aspect because 3.5-step theory, which has been the name given by Shri Nirmal Kothari ji of Calcutta. He uses these special KP aspect in his theory, and we have built these into the software. And you can see the special KP aspect not only between planet to planet, but also from planet to houses. These are very, very important and useful aspect. Those of you who are practitioners and users of 3.5-step theory, you will find it. These are very, very important. And also there are custom aspects. So you can create your own custom aspect. Okay, you can add, you can give a name to your custom aspect, you can add the degree, you can add the orb, and you can decide whether it's very good, good, neutral, or bad. So you can be the creator of your own aspect. Lokpa gives you that facility. No other software will give you that facility. Okay, so then comes the Arabic parts. We have given you a lot of Arabic parts and the degree, sign, star, sublord, and sub-sublord. But more than that information, you will get confused. Why do you need overload of information? Analysis, paralysis. I don't want you to get paralyzed with information. And if you right click on this Arabic part chart, there is something called as alternative view. If you click on alternative view, my dear friend, you will find that in first house there is an Arabic part which talks about peril and danger. In the third house there is something called as understanding. Seventh house there is catastrophe. Venus is having an Arabic part conjoined with homosexuality and treachery. Jupiter is having conjunction, and here all conjunctions are within 1 degree of orb. Jupiter is having faith, trust and friends. Saturn, homosexuality. Okay. So Venus having homosexuality, Saturn having homosexuality. Venus and Saturn are very close. Uranus, sickness, and the part of Fortuna is obviously fortune. Now, this is what you will have to make your own understanding. This is something I have provided, but how you are going to make use of it, it is your own understanding. Someday I am going to write an article about this and you are going to read about it. But as of now, I am not explaining what these are because this is not a learning video. This is just a video to help you use Lokpa software. Then I am coming to Dasha. As you click Dasha, you are going to see Vimshottari Dasha. And in Vimshottari Dasha, if you click on, let's say, Rahu Mahadasha, presently Rahu Mahadasha we are running in this chart, you will see the Rahu Mahadasha starts. Within Rahu Mahadasha, these are the Bhuktis, or as we say in northern India, Antardasha. And you will see the age is displayed here. Okay, and this is the first cycle, because if you are doing the chart of a company, then the company might be running for 200 years. Or if you do the chart of a country, the country might be running for last 500 years. So we have provided cycle 2, cycle 3, cycle 4. Okay, so I don't think any software is going to provide you with this facility. Okay, so Rahu Mahadasha. Within Rahu Mahadasha, presently we are running Mercury Antardasha or Mercury Bhukti. Within Mercury Bhukti, presently we are in Jupiter Antara, or as we say in northern India, Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha. Okay, and you can see how the age is coming. And within Rahu Mahadasha, Mercury Bhukti, Jupiter Antara, we have presently we have this as Jupiter Shukshma, and within Jupiter Shukshma we are having the up to 4 levels are okay. We are already seeing the Shukshma. I'm sorry, we are already seeing the Shukshma. This is the 5th level is already visible. Okay, so the 4 levels are displayed here, and the 5th level is this. This is the 5th level. Okay, so all 5 levels are displayed in a different manner, and as you scroll little bit, you can see the chart details are here, and that's how it is. So based on your screen resolution of the computer, you may have to scroll or you may not scroll. Okay, so it's again a function. It's again a function of your screen resolution. Okay, so presently I'm having a 1920 screen resolution on Windows 10. So I'm running this on Windows 10 1920 screen resolution. So if you click on this button, then again the Dasha is hidden, and I go back to my basic screen, so significators, and I go back to fourfold. I can convert all these into planet symbols. So if you are habituated with planet symbols, you can make everything planet symbol. You can change the chart style to North Indian. You can change the size, planet degree, degree size, planet size. The chart style, you can make it East Indian. There has been a great demand from people of Odisha and West Bengal to make the East Indian style of chart, and we have made that now. I hope people are going to be happy. People from America and Europe had always been asking for a circular chart, and now this is what we are providing. Hopefully they are also going to be happy. So only the South Indian style chart have the information here. But now another very interesting thing we have done in Lokpa, you can hide the birth information. Okay, because if you are a teacher, if you're an astrology teacher, you can always show the information hidden, and you can discuss the chart, you can show it in different places. So this is what I want to show you, and next I'm going to talk about the different tools which are here in the next video. Thank you, my friend. So we are going to move to the next video now.